Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and the Civilians Only Challenge, where we've got some more perfectly ordinary folk to deal with, some more people like us. And the guards will be all left alone unless they happen to be a target. We have got one showdown to do and then we've got 6 more levels thereafter, so let's see what we can get through today. We start with Paris. Lovely. Eliminate guards with sniper isn't happening because of the nature of the challenge. Poison target and one disguise are both things that can happen. Melee kill epic should be able to happen too, because although we prestige recently, we do have an epic melee. So that can come along with us. We can't bring a seeker because we still haven't found one, which is a pain. We've also not got the money to get one on the level. But we can bring a wrench, we can bring a lockpick. Now, if we're going for melee kill epic, then we want an emetic syringe probably. Rat poison's easy to come by. And let's bring along our hackle. Alright, that should be all we need. Let's go see what Paris says. Okay, first level of the day. Must remember not to harm civilians. Although this is a terrible starting point when you aren't allowed to hurt guards. So let's have a think. So we've got a guard out there. I mean, there's guards all over the shop, isn't there? Whereabouts could we get auction staff outfits? On the other side, so it's not easy to get to. Oh. Yep, you found us.
Dude, you're not allowed here.
I know.
Alright, let's get going. You understand?
It's quicker than climbing out of windows and trying to go down pipes and whatnot.
What, you think I was kidding before? That's good. Just
No, I'm
keep
coming,
going,
I'm
sir.
coming. Jeez. Might snatch a few things on the way out if that's alright with you.
That's right, sir. Just keep going, please.
Yep, coming. So, we're just going down the steps, yeah.
Yep, that's looking good. Keep going.
Okay, so maybe not auction staff outfit. Maybe regular mansion staff
Looking
outfit
fine, looking fine.
will
Keep
be
moving,
sufficient.
sir.
Let's make our way
Okay,
to
you're
the
on your
point.
way.
There we go.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Where are our groups exactly? So we do have a bunch of people upstairs, but we've also got a bunch outside. And I didn't check who we're looking for. Sweet Tooth Bookworm. Glasses, earrings, hat, black hair. So let's see. Ah, it's daytime parry. Lovely. So we've got a target over here, so we can poke at them. Blonde hair. So she's not the one.
Take it easy, sir.
Yep, you're an assassin going over to meet your target. Well, let's think. So there's 2 others who are out in the garden. It seems highly unlikely that we can get to Helmut Kruger. And we might have spent too much time to get the shake as well. Because there is a way that you can lure him. But, yeah, it might be too late. Oops. Not sure what happened there. And even if we did lure the shake... Let's see. Is he up there? Kinda can't tell. Oh, we're trespassing again, aren't we? Yeah. You can lure the shake down from his balcony. But we're not going to try that, I don't think. Let's go and have a look at the other targets, because they might have moved a bit. Are they getting closer to us? No, that one's walking away. There's a lookout out here, so we'll skirt round them. Courier 2, who would allow us to get a Seeker if the supply's got one. I just want to be careful about which outfit we get. Okay, that guy's not going to let us in there. Is Helmet around? No. So I guess he's also not back here anyway. But a target is. With hat and black hair. And glasses. Potentially an earring. Kind of hard to tell from this distance, so I can't get much closer to it. Sweet Tooth and Bookworm is what we'd be looking for. So we could tail him down here for a bit. And then he's going right, okay. He's having a smoke. Not the target. Also, yeah, he's got a tattoo. I suppose now, though, we can get upstairs, now that we're in here. We've eliminated 2 of the downstairs targets. So it seems likely that our target would be upstairs. So let's just pop over here.
What the hell?
Nothing for you lot to worry about. Who are you? You fit the bill, and you are in fact eating a chocky bar. And you've got an assassin who's just standing out in that doorway. So we need to see if you read. But otherwise, you're looking good. Now, which way are we going, friend? Are we sitting down to have a read? Yeah, it's that guy. It has to be that guy.
Hey there, big guy.
Right. Potentially we could persuade him to come into this room. Maybe. But there are also a couple of other people in the vicinity, so I'm not 100% on that.
Hey, can someone check that out quickly?
Roger that.
Right, so he's sending in a guard, I think. Or is he not? Let's see. His assassin hasn't gone in. They're still just stood there. Those 2 people haven't gone. I guess no one went in. Probably because it was an item that just broke immediately? Question mark.
Oh.
Ah, who's this?
Hey, go see what that was.
Someone without a hat.
Yep.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we've got our target already. It's just a case of how are we going to do anything with them. We're not allowed out there, are we?
Smart
Okay.
move.
No, we're not. We're not allowed in there either.
Hey there. Hi. Good to see you again.
The package. Please.
Yes, I got it.
And then, yeah, further confirmation. They're having a handover meeting. So, do we get an outfit? It would be auction stuff, I feel.
Hey, what's up?
We're not allowed back there. We are definitely limited in the places we can go without an outfit. There's a guard. He's no good. What happened to the auction staff member who was over there? Did he wander off? And therefore, is he coming back at some point? Because we can slip past that guy into the room there. And then there aren't actually any guards around by the look of it. That's good. So this could be our outfit.
Is anyone there?
Tonk. Cool. Now we should have free reign over most of this floor. We'll just tuck this guy into a side room, perhaps. There is a lookout nearby, apparently. Could be downstairs, of course. Oh, no, it could be there. So you can come around and join this pile as well. And because you're a lookout, we're going to crunch you. Costs us 50 mercers. That's fine. So maybe people are going to come in here. Let's see, there's our man
Stay
again.
clear, son. I think there's someone ordering a gazpacho or something.
Where's he going to go now? I guess we can't serve him, can we? No, we don't have the option. And he's going to send guards if we do anything over here. Because yeah, if we throw any wrenches or anything, he's going to send that guy. And we can't do anything about that guy because he's a guard. So back we go. He's going to read again. Not a lot we can do in this room. Are we allowed out on the roof now? Now that we're staff.
Hey, I heard someone wants their check.
Okay, so we are allowed out here if they have another meeting over here. We may or may not be allowed in that office though.
What do you want to talk about? Sorry,
Now,
package.
okay, that's the other handover guy.
I got it.
Off the list he goes.
Hey, don't worry. Everything's running.
I mean, I could get a phone off one of them.
I'll be in touch. Bye.
I often forget
I'll
that
see.
that's
All
a
right.
mechanic.
Excuse me? We need another 5 minutes. Please?
You were literally finished.
Yeah, I'll see ya.
Hi there. Sorry for
Right,
being late.
okay, they're just redoing the
It's just one of
meeting.
those days, you know?
All good?
And one of them has an assassin,
Yeah,
and I don't know which that is. So grabbing their phone could be tricky. What to do? We could potentially thin out this corridor, although not if no one's actually going to come in. Oh, don't tell me we've lost our wrench now because I can't pick it up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so no one's paying any attention to distractions in this room. He doesn't eat anything. Just to clarify, if we throw something down here, he will send the guard to look at it.
See what the hell that was.
Yeah. So we need him to go to more places.
Whoa, hey.
Let's pop down. Let's go
I have a myth. You might,
see what the supplier might have to say for themselves. I suppose we could also take out the cameras whilst we're down here. There's no real need, I don't think. We haven't really seen any cameras that look like trouble, but still. Better safe than sorry. Oh, Mercers. Nice.
You got money?
Though,
I got merchandise.
still not enough.
Thanks.
And it's irrelevant because she doesn't have the cheap seeker. Okay. So we bought a rubber duck.
He just come back.
We can therefore finish the level, but we can't necessarily get the poison. I guess what we could also just do is just throw the knife into their head and then Zoidberg away from the scene of the crime.
Greetings, Gaston.
And then come back later to pick up the knife, or wait for the knife to be moved to a security box and then pick it up. So yeah, poisoning him could be pretty impossible. And I haven't got all night.
What the? Put that thing down! Hey!
Someone, please! What?
Right, people are engaging in combat. But they don't know where I am. He doesn't know where I am. He might think he does. But I can assure you that this man has no idea where I am.
Why can't he just die? I'm gonna be needing more clips soon.
Yeah, some of them are acting like they might know where I am, you know.
I did cover fire. He's over there. He disappeared into thin air. Stay on your toes.
That's more like it.
Anybody there? Come in. We got some maniac slaughtering people. He's trying to pass himself off as a waiter.
Right, so yeah, they know the outfit. Getting back into my old outfit might be tricky. But they might be calming down. The waiting game might have paid off. We might have to say goodbye to the knife if we want to get out alive. Either that, or we grab it now real quick, like? Is that an option? No, because everyone knows who we are. So we're either racing away from the scene and getting back into our suit. Let's do that. Okay, we failed another challenge. We've lost another 1,000 mercers. But we can get out alive. Alright, so someone is taking that away. Now, what if we, just to be on the safe side, throw that there. Okay, someone actually noticed that. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that.
Jesus! Contact! Fire! Fire!
Yeah. I mean, someone!
Okay, that was an accident. A tragic, amusing accident. Let's just go. This has not gone amazingly well. But it might have gone well enough. If we can just get to the chopper. Ah! And we've done it. Once again, our lack of freelance tools bites us in the butt. Ooh, epic submachine gun. Very nice. But we got it done. We're on level 4. And emetic pills, just because, again, we still want those dart guns. Big Pharma would be nice, but dart guns would inevitably show up. So let's put that out of our mind and just see what's available for level 4. Haven't been to Marrakesh as part of the challenge, but I really don't want to do Hokkaido again. Marrakesh and Mendoza. We have done Dubai twice, though. Haven and Marrakesh and Miami. Triple Dubai, though. But I don't think we've done Chongqing as part of this challenge either. So maybe we do organ trafficking. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good section of maps, actually. So we'll do organ trafficking. We'll look for the nurse. And now we've got alerted Miami, alerted Marrakesh, alerted Chongqing. So, bit of Miami? Poison target dart gun though. Is that on all of the alerted maps? No. Chongqing, act skill, pacify guards and notice, can't be done. No combat. So maybe we go to Chongqing and we bring along an axe. And of course we bring a pistol. What are we looking at? Pacified baseball bat. Time trial. Silent assassin, no firearms. No. 8 minutes if we do time trial. It's a tricky map for time trial. Because if you have to go all the way up and then all the way down, then that's a lot of your time gone already. And we've got the added complication of only having civilian outfits. So particularly for the block, that makes life difficult. We could go pacify bat. There will be someone that can easily be battered, and then we just pop it on the floor or whatever, and we don't worry about it until we need to collect it at the end. That should be everything we need, I think. So, yeah, off we go to China. Yeah, traditional rain-soaked chongqing. Lovely. Now, where would our targets be? So we've got one in the restaurant. Jolly good. None in the block, which is nice. There's a safe in the block, but still. And then we've definitely got one down in the facility. And we've got two who are just generally up and about in the laundromat area. So this isn't too bad. We could use an outfit, perhaps. Let's just head into the restaurant and see what's happening. So our target is an individual. Dining at a table? Yeah. Is that someone who we can get with the sink? Or can we get someone with the sink and get an outfit? Perhaps. Yeah, you come and investigate. Right, cool. We're going to be a chef again. I think we were last time I came to Chongqing, but why not once more? Now, do you have something in front of you that can be poisoned? No. But there is a crate there. So what if we threw that there? You're going to be the one that investigates, yeah?
Could you check out what that was?
Sure.
Yeah, she's going to check that out. He's going to sit down again. And because he's sitting down again, he's not going to see me whip out a baseball bat. And because he's sat down, he's not going to see me throwing a knife and an axe into her head. Cool. That's some of the trickier challenges out of the way, I feel. Now, two in the laundromat. We're dressed in an outfit that will not attract suspicion. Right, so is one of them the guard? Ah, there's a third guard. Or is he a guard? Might not be a guard. Either way, there's a third man. Now, is that the guy who's going to come if we do that? Yeah, good. So he's going to come and investigate. Maybe we just corner snatch him.
Come on.
Okay, we can. Let's see, but we could axe him.
And it's back on.
Cool. So that's another guy down. The last one's up on the roof. Pretty certain he's a guard. Ah, there's two guards up here though. But one of them doesn't really pay attention to this direction, I believe. Cool. Tragic accident. Another guard down. So now it's just a case of the facility, really. If I'd known these were going to be the targets, I could have probably gone for the 8-minute speedrun. Got the time trial challenge, but it's fine. So, facility, we've got a good outfit for it. We can just go back into the restaurant and out the other side. That's a good start. a body's been found, but
Where the kitchen feels like
that is absolutely not an issue. Let's grab that kitchen knife. Just in case we need to throw and run. I'm still not 1,000,000% sure on the rules of no combat, you know. Because the guards have found a bod, and they're probably kicking off and running around and pointing their gun at people
Welcome.
and
Please follow the grey line.
acting like
security.
stuff is up. But
Thank
no
you.
combat hasn't broken. Just because we're not in the vicinity?
Hey, what could I interest you in?
I'm not sure.
You got cash?
Of course.
Now, what do you have, friend? You got the Posh Seeker. Quick Draw? Frag Grenade? Yeah, it's buy the small stuff.
Good doing business with you. You know where to
Access
find me if you need to stock up again.
And let's grab ourselves a dongle.
Never caught anything in the frisk, ever.
I've never heard them say that before, about never catching anything in the frisk, but yeah, in the earlier games, in Hitman 1 at the very least, you were able to do a frisk even if you knew you had
Security protocol
illegal items on
overruled.
your person.
So what's next? Ah, yes. The full body
But
scan reveals
in World of
potential
Assassination as it is
employee
now,
failures.
you are not allowed to enter a frisk zone unless you are actually not carrying any illegal items. So that's why he's never found anything in the frisk.
Initiated. Scanning all body systems.
Do we even
Scanning
need
hormonal
a facility
profile.
analyst outfit?
Scanning chemical
Our target is
profile.
just roaming around on this floor.
Scan complete. Thank you for your patience.
Perfect score on all parameters. You're very fit to perform.
So there's our target. Do we change outfit? Because it might allow us to at least get a tier 3 dongle to make leaving the level a bit quicker. Do we get a kitchen knife ready? No, actually. Still need the camera. Because potentially we could do a similar thing to last mission where we just open a door, throw something, and then run away. Although, let's think. Because we could lob something from up here and then just cheese it. Okay, there's a guard there. So we would need to be careful not to open that door, I guess. Yeah, because there's two guards. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna take you out.
Piss. Bloody frisk zones. Right, that was annoying. This is why I hate frisk zones. We left one, and then we re-entered it, and suddenly we're in big trouble. So let's make our way back down via this way.
We might have a situation.
Where's my briefcase? There it is. Be fine if we could just attack the guards, but
Please follow the grey line to
we ain't
security
allowed.
check. Thank you.
So those guys over there know who we are.
Sorry to wake you up, but I think I forgot to turn off the coffee.
Oh, the cameras know who we are.
You need anything?
Let's leave our briefcase down, because we might need to do some climbing. Is anyone coming over to investigate where that camera found the interloper? Maybe not. Maybe we're just overthinking things and we just pistol him in the head from over here.
You got cash?
But we have now broken no combat, which is a shame. But hey, target down. And off we go. Frisk zones are just the worst. Who's now engaging in combat with me? What's that all about? Doesn't matter. We're 30 meters away from a moped. I'm pretty sure all is going to be well. Yep, that guy doesn't know us. And we're off. I wonder if there's any mod to mark frisk zones on the minimap. That's the kind of mod that I would really like, I think. I'd also really like a dart gun. But no, we're getting everything else in the poison crate except for the dart guns. We've got everything except one syringe and chloroform and the guns at this point. Which is a real shame. Do we have an epic shotgun? We do. So that could be that sorted. But first we've got to decide where we're going. I do like a bit of Marrakesh. In general. Silent takedown, rare melee. Do we have a collapsible baton? No. And we also don't have the chloroform, which counts as a rare melee weapon if you smack people with it. So maybe we do Miami. We haven't got a dart gun, yeah. No combat's sketchy. But we'll see what we can do. And then Miami could be a time trial level. It's 4 targets. It's tricky though. Maybe just epic shotgun. Was there a safe on Miami? There is a safe. So do we do epic shotgun? We're probably going to go for the safe anyway, but it might be better to just open it without blowing it up. So we'll go for epic shotgun. We don't need anything else about our person, do we? No, we should be fine. Let's go see what Miami says. Okay, starting at the entrance. So a logical start would be cameras. And snatching that guy's coin. We could also use an outfit, a civilian outfit, so that we don't spook our targets. Okay, we've got an outfit. We're good to go. Now, let's go and get those cameras sorted next. And then once these are done, we will actually have a look at where our targets are. We could, in fact, get a security guard outfit from inside here, because there is one that's just lying around. But I don't want to do that. Not now that we have become Flamingo. This is our life now. But yeah, event security is right there. So target 1 wasn't terribly far away, I don't think. They're up in the conference room. We're not going to get in there as a Flamingo. But we've got a target on the bridge, and then one at the hotel. So we've got some people that we could probably Flamingo. So let's go and do that. Okay, so yeah, I think target 1's a race marshal, which is a great outfit to have. But alas. We've made our furry pink bed and we're going to lie in it. Do you think he appreciates that, friend? You just walked across to just blow smoke in his face. What a dick. This is why you need to pay the price. Now, we could shotgun you, I guess. But we can also just do this. Now, target number 2 is over at the hotel area, which we are allowed in if we get frisked, but we could probably also just sneak him around the back. Because they're hanging around up top there. Not quite on the roof, but they're hanging around up there. Kronstadt security. So again, that's an outfit we could take. We're killing him because he's a target, and so therefore we can do what we want with everything that he's carrying. Seems like even the rooftop is not off limits for old Flamingo, so that's good. Then we got a target just outside the security area in the building with all the bars and whatnot. rich plat. If that's this event security that just patrols back and forth, then it shouldn't be too hard to deal with. It's entirely possible, actually, that all 3 of our remaining targets are guards, and if that is the case, then we could still get pacify guards unnoticed. So that would be nice. We'll see how it goes. So we'll give you a biff. Whip out the old chassis. That's you out of the way. So if we head down this way, we should be able to get back to ground level. Good. But then we're probably trespassing if we come out this side. Okay, we're not. Good. But round here it's the medics only area, and surely we're trespassing now. No? Yes. Very well. We can't... Well, we could sneak through the medical staff only bits.
That endurance racing is all about getting your car to cover as many miles as possible, no matter how.
It's probable that we're not trespassing once we head out that door. But there's also a medic outfit should we need it. But is this the pit? Yeah. Okay, so we're trespassing in the pits. And we're trespassing in here. But that's because this is unauthorized, authorized personnel only. Now we're not trespassing. Good. And we are allowed up here. Superb. So yeah, it is that guy. So there's another one roaming back and forth there. A press guy. Goes into the media suite. But then our man is going to come over here. And we could potentially lure him into here. Yeah, he heard that. Good. So over he comes. And in he goes.
Hey!
Pretty sure no one else is going to come in here. And yeah, we'll just crunch him. Lovely. So we are going to have to probably change outfit, sadly, for the remaining target.
I got some cool stuff.
Please say you got a dart gun. Ah, there we go. We finally got the Seeker.
Come back anytime.
Cool. So, depending on whether or not our last target is a guard, we could actually get a perfect run. Now, let me think. We could go back and get that Kronsad security outfit. Or we could try and get into the area and then get ourselves a researcher outfit or something like that. And we've also got the safe, which is out the back of the Kowloon paddock. So we might not be allowed back there. Believe it or not, people in flamingo outfits generally aren't official race personnel. Okay. Maybe we are allowed. Or at least we're allowed out here. Employees only in this room. Okay, so there's the guard. We are apparently an employee. I mean, obviously we're an employee. No one would wear this for fun. So is that guard going to come outside? I think I know his routine. I've seen him before. I mean, there's a couple of propane flasks there. That would also allow us to engage in safe opening shenanigans. But yeah, knowing where the other safe bits are is kind of useful. So yeah, maybe we go with the alternate method then. Propane. As long as this security guard comes out and is safely away from the scene, then it doesn't really matter about the explosion. Might have been an explosion. Body found. Whose body is that? Oh, is that our flamingo friend? I guess someone walks through there eventually then.
Hey, you! This is not a place for you to be. Something's going down.
Clear. Over.
So we'll just wait for everyone to chill. Won't take long. And then we'll go back in and rob the safe. Okay, it looks like most people are chill at this point. Bit of cash. And now on we go to the expo centre. So yeah, I guess the best bet then is back through the tunnel, climb up the side bit, and then maybe lure a researcher of some sort into a room. Oh yeah, must remember, poison target Darkin. We now have one. How are we still not trespassing up here? This is mad. So yeah, there's a guy. You heard that. Good. Now, what if we stand here? Is he going to open the door in such a way that... Oh no, he's a guard by the look of it. Yeah, he is. Okay.
Sir, I don't believe you have clearance to this area.
No, I don't.
I need you to follow me.
Yep.
Are we clear?
We're clear. I didn't realise there was a guard there, but then I don't think this is the standard layout because she's in here as well. There's at least 3 variants of this map. There's the Silver Tongue one, there's the basic one, and then there's this one. Is this like an elusive target one or something? I'm not 100% on that. Now, what have we got in here? We've got a man. Wow. What have you seen, friend? Also, thanks for the pants. Should just come in this way. Now, the question is, will I be frisked if I try and go up there? Should I try and find another way up? Just got a key card. Yeah, this might be the Undying. That might be the feature of this map. Yeah, there he is right now. How handy. And so who have we got in here? There's someone outside here. Dang. I was hoping they were a guard. But they're not. But we can still poison them.
Jeez, skinhead mechanic.
Let's see. God, there's too many people in here. He's going to have a nibble of that.
Just play along, Dave.
But that
It's just another
is
sale.
not something
It's
we can poison.
unnecessarily complicated, foolish even, but
And there are so many guards in here
trust in
around.
Knox's judgment.
Excuse me, friend. I'm just coming past. So that guard's not watching. That one comes in and goes out. So if that one goes in again, then we can probably darken this lad. Although that's like the shortest smoke break ever. We could also potentially go up onto the roof and seeker him. Because we can come in here and drop our briefcase. It might be deemed hostile, climbing on this pipe. Oh wait, we might have a chance actually. Nope. Guard's coming out again. Yeah, this pipe is hostile.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But we can certainly stand up here. But then getting down without that guard kicking off could be tricky. Depends when our man comes back in. Here he comes. Right. So now we hop on here, climb, and down. Okay, we just got away with that. And now our man's going off to do his thing. And by going off to do his thing, I assume he's coming into this bathroom. Which means it's the end for you, my friend. And in the cupboard you go. So yeah, that's gone about as well as it can, really. We only had 2 guard targets and we did subdue 2 out of 3. And assuming we get out of the level with no combat, then that's as close to a perfect as we can do. There we go. Jolly good work, Flamingo 47. And do we get the karma? No. We get the anti-comestic syringe. Curses. Not curses. It's not like we need the karma, but having a second dart gun's always nice, I feel. But that could be a problem for next time. We'll have 4 missions left to do, and then all being well, we'll wrap up the Civilians Only Challenge. Went pretty well today, aside from the whole dozens of guards pointing their guns at my cupboard in Paris. But we got through it, and that's what counts. Can we get through next time? Hopefully so. Hopefully you'll be there to watch it. Thanks for watching, friends.